Hello everybody, wonderful day on planet Earth. I realized yesterday that I have not posted anything lately about crystals, and since we are the crystal porn people, as well as people who want to find out who we are, um, here is another edition of a centerfold, and today it will be calcite. Why calcite? Okay, first when I started collecting minerals, I was fascinated by this mineral. We have about 5,000 different minerals known to man on Earth, and maybe 200 in that neighborhood, maybe even less, are usable for us because they come in more abundance or not as rare where you find it in one place. Now every crystal has a crystal form, its classification, and in this crystal family of forms, calcite is formed as a rhomboeder, which is basically a rectangular box which you push on the side on one corner and it kind of like tilts forward, and a scalenoeder, which almost looks like a tooth of a dog. But the fascinating part of this mineral is that alone it has over known 2,500 different ways of combining these two forms into something else. It's just fantastic. So I was really drawn to it, not knowing that there's another reason. But I didn't find it out till later when I started polishing stones. And I was in India and I had lots of calcite, and beautiful calcite with inclusions and all, and I thought, I need to polish that. So I started polishing one, and as soon as I got to the end stage, a burst of energy was just hitting me in the belly. And it came very clear that in the polished state, calcite rejuvenates our energy body. So it's a very wonderful tool to get a little bit more charged up, get a little more in balance. And calcite comes also in all colors. So we will be very easy for us to find stones according to, or colors according to our chakras and according to the energy bodies where the relation is to, and nourishing that. And it goes through the chakras. So you would take a calcite polished one, not ones which are in acid. They do work a little bit as well, but it is nicer to have them polished, and you can buy polished calcite, that's not a problem. And if you have a piece of calcite, because calcite is a very common mineral, you find it everywhere, you can do sandpaper, and then finer sandpaper. It's a very soft material. And it's also very brittle, so you want to be careful not to drop it on anything hard, because it just goes bye-bye in hundreds of little crystal shards, which are accidentally, because calcite has a perfect cleavage, and it always breaks on the crystal faces, where, for example, quartz, when it breaks or shatters, it has the form of that crack or that piece which fell off is more like a shell. So it is a different way of breaking. So it always, so if you have a big rhomboeder and you drop it, you will have lots of small rhomboeders. And it is very soft, and it's very it dissolves in acid. So if you have a very acidic skin, put something in between the calcite and you, because it will dull the surface. And yeah, it's an energy rejuvenator. Besides its beauty and variety of forms, that is calcite. Another little note on calcite: it has a little brother or sister or companion or twin, so to speak, which is called aragonite. And it's the same, calcium carbonate. And same as stalactites and stalagmites and pearls, shells of shellfish, it's all calcite, calcium carbonate. And aragonite is the same, except when the crystal structure is a little bit different, because when it got formed out of hydrothermal, means hot water solution, it was hotter. Or colder. I keep on forgetting which one was in a colder environment or in a hotter environment. But that is a difference in between these two. And if you have an aragonite, to just go into that story, it is a protector for, like, sometimes very slight changes in the environment influence us. So it will protect us from these influences. And it is in that sense very beneficial. It does not have the property of energy rejuvenation. Yeah, the brother, sister, companion of calcite, aragonite. Hope this was helpful, and welcome to another Centerfold. And please, there's over 5,000. Say, okay, we can talk about 100 minerals. Let me know what you want to know about, or which one you want to know about. And till then, have a wonderful time, beautiful life. Aloha.